In today's world of Instagram filters, fake flexes, and fast attention, real connection has taken a back seat. Everyone's trying to impress, but Sigma males, they walk a different path. They're the mystery in the room, the silent storm. They don't care for clout, approval, or anyone's checklist. They aren't chasing likes, they're chasing authenticity. Sigma males don't play the dating game by the usual rules. They're lone wolves, strategic, observant, and ruthlessly self-aware. They're not the guys who get played by pretty words or shiny distractions. When it comes to relationships, they're not just looking, they're decoding. They read energy, dissect behavior, and sense intention like it's second nature. And when a gold digger steps into their field, she might as well wear a neon sign, because to a Sigma, the red flags aren't just visible, they're glowing. He doesn't need months to figure it out. Sometimes all it takes is a 5-minute conversation and a glance at her vibe.
So buckle up. We're about to break down how Sigma males spot a gold digger faster than she can say designer bag. This isn't your average checklist, this is psychological warfare. Let's get into it. 1. She leads with material talk.
This is the #1 red flag, and it's usually instant. A gold digger will lead the conversation with material questions or statements. What car do you drive? Where do you work? Are you into designer brands? Her value system is all about what you can provide, not who you are. A Sigma male, on the other hand, is about depth. He's interested in character, ambition, values, and vibe. When she brings up money within the first few minutes, that's a loud siren. But it's not just about what she says, it's how. Is she overly impressed by name brands? Does she light up at the mention of a luxury destination? Sigma males read body language and micro-expressions. The moment she shows more excitement about your possessions than your personality, he's already forming his judgment. He doesn't shame her, but he silently categorizes her. And in the Sigma's world, that category is no further investment.
2. Zero interest in who he is.
A Sigma male values introspection, growth, and philosophy. He's the type to read books, take solo trips, and think deeply about life. He doesn't need external validation, so when someone doesn't ask meaningful questions about who he is, it's a big tell. Gold diggers are strategic. They invest time only if they sense there's a financial ROI. If she never asks about his goals, struggles, beliefs, or even how his day was, a Sigma male knows she's not interested in the man, only the money. And don't get it twisted. Sigma males are not bitter about this. They simply move accordingly. They withdraw their energy. They become politely distant. She won't even realize she's been filtered out. That's the power of a Sigma. He doesn't waste time arguing, he just exits.
3. Flexes. Her high standards, publicly.
There's a huge difference between having high standards and having transactional expectations. A gold digger masks her entitlement with the phrase, "I have standards." But a Sigma male sees right through that smoke. When she says things like, "I only date men who pay for everything," or, "If he can't afford my lifestyle, he's not worth my time," she's not talking about standards, she's talking about sponsorship. Sigma males believe in equality and mutual respect. They don't mind providing, but they despise being used. He pays attention to how she speaks about other men, especially exes. If her language revolves around what a man could do for her rather than how he made her feel, that's a key signal. And don't forget, a Sigma male is rarely vocal about this. He just takes notes. One by one, the red flags add up, and before she knows it, she's out of his orbit.
4. Quick to suggest expensive plans.
You just met, and she's already talking about going to that Michelin star restaurant downtown or planning a weekend in Tulum. Yeah, that's a setup. Sigma males don't get impressed by surface-level invitations. They read between the lines. A Sigma knows that real connection builds over time. When someone tries to accelerate the dating process with high-cost experiences, it's often a mask for shallow intent. He'll test her, too. He might suggest a low-key coffee spot or a nature hike instead. If she declines or shows disinterest, he's got his answer. To a Sigma male, genuine women value connection over price tags. He's not being cheap, he's being strategic. Why invest in a luxury experience for someone who doesn't bring anything to the table but expectations?
5. Lack of emotional depth.
One of the Sigma male's sharpest tools is emotional intelligence. He notices how people express themselves. Gold diggers often stick to surface-level conversations, gossip, trending topics, or flexing associations with high-status people. Ask her about her dreams, and you'll get a vague answer. Ask about her purpose, and she'll shift the subject. Sigma males see through the facade. They crave depth. They want to know what makes a person tick. When they meet someone who can't go beyond small talk, they lose interest instantly. Also, Sigma males aren't easily fooled by fake vulnerability. They can sense when someone is being emotionally manipulative, using sob stories to garner sympathy while subtly asking for help. A gold digger's script is predictable, and Sigma males have read it before.
6. Too eager, too fast.
Here's the thing: Sigma males are mysterious by nature. They're not overly available. They value their time, their space, and their solitude. So when someone they just met becomes overly affectionate or intensely attached, it raises a red flag. Gold diggers are often in a rush. Why? Because time is money, and they don't want to waste time on a man who won't fund their lifestyle. So they speed up the emotional process, compliments, flattery, and love bombing. But Sigma males don't take the bait. Instead, they pull back. They test the authenticity. Do her actions match her words? Is she consistent, or is it all smoke and mirrors? Sigma males trust patterns, not promises.
7. Social media is a highlight reel of flexing.
Sigma males don't live online, they live in the real world. So when a potential partner's entire identity is built around social media, it's already a red flag. He'll glance at her profile. If it's full of selfies in luxury spots, designer bags, VIP access, and no real substance, it tells him everything. She's not living, she's curating. And Sigma males aren't impressed by curated lives. They want someone real, grounded, and present. If her validation comes from likes and followers, she's not aligned with the Sigma mindset.
8. Can't handle the word no.
Sigma males have strong boundaries. They don't just go along with everything to impress someone. So when they say no to a request, be it financial, emotional, or logistical, they watch carefully. Gold diggers don't handle rejection well. Say no to a gift, a trip, or a favor and watch the mask slip. She'll show irritation, passive aggression, or even ghost entirely. And when she does, the Sigma male doesn't chase. He just confirms what he already suspected. A woman's response to no is one of the most telling things in early dating, and Sigma males never miss that test.
9. Hangs in circles of status seekers.
You want to know someone's values? Look at who they surround themselves with. Sigma males pay attention to friend groups. If she's constantly with clout chasers, influencers, and people who live for appearances, that says a lot. They're not judging, but they are observing. Birds of a feather flock together, and if her whole circle is about getting the bag by any means necessary, she's likely cut from the same cloth. Sigma males don't waste time trying to change people. They don't argue with values they don't align with. They simply subtract themselves from the equation.
10. Energy doesn't match the intentions.
At the end of the day, Sigma males trust energy. They're highly intuitive. If her energy feels off, if her words don't align with her actions, if her vibe feels performative, he senses it. Gold diggers can fake interest, but they can't fake energy. Sigma males watch for subtle disconnects, forced laughter, eye contact that's too calculated, affection that feels rehearsed. It's in the pauses, the reactions, the frequency of communication. He may not call it out, but he always notices. And once he knows, he acts. No arguments, no drama, just silence and distance. On a final note, Sigma males are not cold-hearted, they're just hyper-aware. They've built their value from within. They've walked through fire, faced loneliness, and embraced the grind. That's why they protect their peace with surgical precision. Gold diggers aren't the enemy, they're just incompatible. A Sigma male isn't looking for a trophy. He's looking for a teammate, a partner, a real one. And if you don't bring authenticity to the table, you don't get a seat. So if you're a Sigma or want to move like one, remember this. Observe more, react less. The fake always reveal themselves. And when they do, walk away without a sound. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share with your fellow Sigma brothers. Stay sharp, stay detached, stay Sigma.
Because this is Sigma Way.